Have you ever wondered why some people seem perfectly healthy on the outside, but one day they wake up and find their kidneys are failing? No pain, no warning, just a number on a lab test that changes everything. Here's the terrifying truth: by the time you feel the symptoms, you may have already lost up to 75% of your kidney function. And the worst part, it's not from junk food or heavy medications like most people think. It's often from what's sitting right in your kitchen, what you drink every morning, or even the healthy snacks you believe are helping you. I'm Dr. Johnny, and today I'm going to show you something the health industry won't tell you: 3 everyday fruits backed by real science that can actually restore and protect your kidneys. These aren't exotic or expensive. They're simple, affordable, and available at your local grocery store. In the next few minutes, you'll learn how one fruit can calm inflammation inside your kidneys, like turning off a fire. Another can block infections before they scar your tissue, and a third can literally help your kidneys breathe again by improving blood flow and oxygen delivery. This isn't another detox trend or miracle juice cleanse. It's the real evidence-based nutrition that nephrologists and researchers are now using to help people lower creatinine, improve GFR, and prevent dialysis. Because if you know how to nourish your kidneys correctly, your body has the power to heal itself no matter your age. So before you reach for your next drink or snack, stay with me, because the next few minutes might completely change the way you see your health, and it might just save your kidneys. You've probably eaten grapes your whole life in lunch boxes, fruit salads, or as a quick snack on summer days. But what if I told you that those tiny spheres of sweetness hold one of nature's most powerful medicines for your kidneys? Most people think of grapes as just sugar and water. Yet inside every red and purple skin lies a molecule so potent, researchers call it the longevity compound resveratrol. Here's where science meets magic. A study published in the Journal of Agricultural and Food Chemistry found that resveratrol can reduce oxidative stress in kidney cells by up to 60%, protecting them from the same free radicals that silently destroy your filtration units day after day. Think of oxidative stress like rust forming inside your body, and resveratrol is the polish that keeps the metal shining. I remember one of my patients, Robert, a 61-year-old retired engineer. He loved his steaks, but after a mild kidney scare, he started replacing his afternoon cookies with a small cup of grapes. Within months, his lab results began to shift: lower inflammation markers, more stable creatinine, and a spark of confidence he hadn't felt in years. It wasn't magic. It was biology responding to consistency. And grapes don't stop at resveratrol. They're loaded with flavonoids like quercetin and catechins, plant defenders that calm inflammation, lower blood pressure, and keep the microscopic vessels inside your kidneys flexible. One clinical trial showed that adults with metabolic syndrome who ate grapes daily for 16 weeks experienced significant improvements in endothelial function. That's how well your blood vessels expand and contract. When blood flows, better kidneys filter better. Simple as that. Now here's something most people get wrong. They swap grapes for 100% grape juice thinking it's the same thing. It's not. Once you strip away the fiber and condense the sugar, you lose the natural balance that makes grapes healing instead of harmful. Whole grapes hydrate your body while juice dehydrates it. The difference isn't just nutritional, it's chemical. So if you want a practical kidney support ritual, start with 1 cup of red or purple grapes a day. Eat them whole skin on, preferably organic. You can freeze them for a refreshing dessert or toss them into a smoothie with spinach and almond milk for extra antioxidants. And if you're wondering whether their natural sugar is too much, don't. The water and fiber in grapes slow absorption, keeping your blood sugar stable, unlike processed sweets that flood your system. It's the perfect harmony of sweetness and protection. But here's where it gets fascinating. Grapes don't just help the kidneys directly, they support the heart too. And since your kidneys receive 20% of your heart's total blood output, every beat of your heart is literally sending a lifeline to your kidneys. Protect one, and you automatically protect the other. But knowing this alone isn't enough, because the next fruit we're about to uncover doesn't just protect your kidneys. It guards them like a soldier, stopping infections before they can even begin. And it's one most people only think about during the holidays. If grapes are the gentle protectors of your kidneys, then cranberries are the fearless soldiers on the front line. They don't just nourish, they defend. Most people only think about cranberries during Thanksgiving dinner, maybe as a sweet sauce on the side of turkey. But in reality, this tiny red fruit carries one of nature's most remarkable defense systems against the silent infections that damage your kidneys from the inside out. Let's make this real. Imagine your urinary tract as a long, delicate highway that connects your bladder to your kidneys. Every day, bacteria like E. coli are looking for a place to stick to, latch onto the walls, and build colonies that slowly climb their way upward. Once they reach the kidneys, they trigger inflammation scarring and what doctors call pyelonephritis, a serious infection that can permanently reduce kidney function. And here's the scary part: once you've had it, your risk of chronic kidney disease doubles. But here's where cranberries shine. Scientists at the Journal of Urology discovered that cranberries contain a special type of molecule called proanthocyanidins, or PACs for short. These PACs act like microscopic armor, coating the inner walls of your urinary tract and making it almost impossible for bacteria to cling. It's as if the surface of your kidneys and bladder became Teflon. Nothing sticks, nothing festers. That single mechanism alone has been shown to reduce urinary tract infections by up to 35%, especially in adults over 50. I remember a patient named Linda, 63 years old, cheerful but exhausted. She'd battled recurring urinary infections for years. Antibiotics helped, but every few months the burning and fatigue came back. We introduced one simple change: a small glass, about 8 ounces of unsweetened cranberry juice every morning, or a handful of frozen cranberries blended into her smoothie. 3 months later, she hadn't had a single infection. 6 months later, her kidney tests showed something I hadn't seen before: stability. No further decline, just balance. That's the quiet power of consistency. No miracle pill, no complicated detox. Just one fruit that changed the entire environment of her kidneys. But cranberries don't stop there. They're packed with vitamin C, quercetin, and myricetin antioxidants that neutralize free radicals and reduce oxidative stress in kidney tissue. You can think of them as your kidney's cleanup crew, constantly sweeping away the damage left behind by inflammation, processed foods, and even medications. A study published in the Journal of Nutrition found that people who consume cranberry extracts regularly had significantly lower oxidative stress markers and improved overall kidney resilience. And if you're someone with chronic kidney disease or high creatinine, there's even better news. Cranberries are naturally low in potassium, about 80 milligrams per cup, making them one of the safest fruits for people who need to limit potassium intake. That means you can get all their antioxidant and anti-infective benefits without worrying about electrolyte overload. Now, a quick but crucial warning: most cranberry juice cocktails on supermarket shelves are sugar traps in disguise. A single bottle can contain more sugar than a can of soda. Added sugar cancels the protective effect, feeding inflammation instead of fighting it. Always look for 100% pure cranberry juice, no sugar added, or better yet, use whole cranberries, fresh or frozen. If the tartness is too strong, you can blend them with a few grapes or apples for natural sweetness without the sugar spike. And don't underestimate their versatility. You can simmer cranberries with cinnamon and a drop of honey substitute like monk fruit to make a healthy compote. Spread it on oatmeal yogurt or whole grain toast. It's not only delicious, it's therapy for your kidneys. If you're thinking, can something this small really make a difference? The answer is yes, absolutely. Because each healthy choice compounds. Each small act of protection today prevents years of silent damage tomorrow. And sometimes healing your kidneys doesn't begin with a hospital, but with what's sitting in your fruit bowl. So the next time you pass by cranberries in the grocery aisle, don't see them as a seasonal decoration. See them as a daily act of prevention, a red badge of defense your kidneys desperately need. But knowing how to defend your kidneys from infection is only half the story, because the next fruit doesn't just protect, it heals. It helps your kidneys clear toxins, balance blood sugar, and rebuild the very structures that filter your blood. And the best part, you've probably had it sitting on your kitchen counter all along. If cranberries are your kidney's armor, then apples are its quiet healer, steady, consistent, and deeply restorative. Most people overlook them because they seem too ordinary, but sometimes the most powerful medicine is the one hiding in plain sight. You've probably heard the saying, an apple a day keeps the doctor away. Well, in the case of your kidneys, that old wisdom turns out to be backed by solid science. Apples are rich in a soluble fiber called pectin, And this little molecule does something extraordinary inside your body. Think of pectin as a sponge moving through your digestive tract. It soaks up cholesterol, heavy metals, and waste products that would otherwise enter your bloodstream and burden your kidneys. In one study published in the European Journal of Clinical Nutrition, participants who ate 2 apples daily saw a 7% drop in LDL cholesterol and a 5% drop in total cholesterol within 8 weeks. That might sound small, but for your kidneys it's massive because every point of improvement in circulation means less pressure on those fragile filters that keep your blood clean. I remember a patient named Margaret. She was 59, a retired teacher who believed she was doing everything right: low salt, moderate protein, daily walks. But her lab tests showed a steady rise in creatinine and a falling GFR. Instead of adding more supplements, we went back to basics. Every morning before breakfast, she ate 1 crisp apple peel and drank a glass of water. Within 3 months, her kidney function stabilized for the first time in years. The secret wasn't in a pill. It was in consistency and nature's design. Apples also contain quercetin, one of the most powerful flavonoids known to science. This compound helps neutralize free radicals and reduce inflammation inside kidney cells. In animal and human studies, quercetin was shown to activate antioxidant defense pathways and protect renal tissue against toxin-induced damage. In simple terms, it tells your kidneys, "I've got your back, keep filtering, keep healing." That's the beauty of food as medicine. It communicates directly with your cells. Another underrated gift from apples is hydration. They're about 85% water, perfectly balanced with natural electrolytes. For adults over 50, hydration can be tricky. Thirst signals fade with age, and dehydration sneaks in quietly. 1 apple gives your body the fluids it needs without the sugar rush of juice or soda. It's hydration that heals, not harms. Now, some people worry about the sugar in fruit, but here's the truth. The fiber in apples slows glucose absorption, creating a smooth, steady rise in blood sugar instead of the dangerous spikes that damage kidneys. That's crucial because diabetes is the #1 cause of kidney failure in the United States. Keeping your blood sugar steady is like giving your kidneys a calm river to filter instead of a flood. There's another hidden reason apples are so kidney-friendly. They're naturally low in potassium, about 150 to 190 milligrams per medium apple, which makes them safe even for people with advanced chronic kidney disease. Unlike bananas, melons, or oranges, apples deliver nutrition without overwhelming your kidneys' electrolyte balance. If you want the full benefit, always eat apples with the skin on, because that's where most of the pectin and antioxidants live. Choose organic when possible, or rinse conventional apples thoroughly in baking soda water to remove pesticide residues. Variety matters too. Tart Granny Smiths have higher fiber and lower sugar, while Red Delicious are richer in antioxidants. Rotate them through your week, and you'll cover the full spectrum of protective nutrients. And here's a simple way to turn your apple into a nightly ritual slice. Sprinkle a touch of cinnamon and bake it until warm. The pectin remains intact, and cinnamon adds extra blood sugar support. It's sweet comfort that loves your kidneys back. So when you think about kidney health, don't overcomplicate it. Sometimes the answer isn't hidden in exotic supplements or expensive detox kits. It's right there in a fruit that costs less than 50 cents a day. Every bite sends a message to your body: heal, not harm. Because your kidneys are listening to every choice you make, every drink, every bite, every routine you repeat. Feed them wisely and they'll reward you with strength, clarity, and balance. But knowing these 3 fruits is just the beginning, because how you use them when you eat them and what you replace your harmful drinks with can determine whether your kidneys stay healthy for decades or face decline. And that's exactly what we'll uncover in the final part. So let's take a breath. You've just learned how 3 simple fruits, grapes, cranberries, and apples, can do what expensive supplements often promise, but rarely deliver: protect, restore, and renew the very organs that keep your blood clean and your body alive. But here's the most important truth I want you to remember. Healing your kidneys doesn't begin with a prescription. It begins with awareness, consistency, and small acts of care, repeated day after day. Every morning you choose an apple instead of a processed snack. Every time you swap a sugary drink for water infused with grapes or cranberries, you're sending a message to your body: I still care. I still want to heal. That one decision repeated over weeks and months can stabilize your creatinine, reduce inflammation, and even improve your GFR. Science calls it nutritional intervention. I call it giving your kidneys the respect they deserve. But I also know change isn't easy. Maybe you've been told your kidney function will never improve. Maybe you've seen a loved one on dialysis and fear the same future. Listen carefully, you are not powerless. Your kidneys are living tissue. They respond to what you feed them, how you move, how you rest, and what you believe about your own body. I've seen people in their 60s and 70s regain stability, reduce medication, and reclaim energy they thought was gone forever. And they all started the same way, with hope and with knowledge. That's why I create these videos. Because no one should face kidney disease in silence or confusion. You deserve to understand what's happening inside you, and you deserve clear, practical steps to fight back. My mission is to give you that week after week evidence-based health insights you can trust, delivered with empathy and clarity. So if this message spoke to you, save this video right now. Don't let it be just another post you forget after scrolling. Save it, watch it again, and share it with someone who might need it, a friend, a parent, a spouse. Because kidney disease rarely shows symptoms until it's advanced, and awareness can literally save a life. And while you're here, subscribe to this channel and turn on notifications. Every week I release new videos that break down medical myths, share healing nutrition strategies, and teach you how to strengthen your kidneys naturally. No jargon, no fear, just truth and hope. Let's make this your turning point. Tomorrow morning, reach for an apple before coffee. Add a handful of grapes to your lunch. Blend a few cranberries into your smoothie. Do it not because it's trendy, but because it's an act of gratitude toward the body that has carried you this far. Your kidneys work around the clock, silently, faithfully filtering nearly 50 gallons of blood every single day. They never take a break. The least we can do is give them the support they've always given us. And remember, healing isn't about perfection, it's about momentum. Even if you slip, start again. Every positive change adds up, every choice compounds, and one day you'll realize you feel lighter, clearer, stronger. That's your kidneys whispering thank you. So stay curious, stay consistent, and never lose faith in your body's ability to repair itself. The future of your health isn't written yet. You're writing it right now, one choice at a time. And I'll be right here guiding you through each step of that journey. I'm Dr. Johnny, and if this video gave you even a spark of understanding or hope, hit the like button, subscribe for more science-based health insights, and drop a comment below telling me which of these fruits you'll start adding today. I read every single one because your stories inspire me as much as these studies do. Thank you for being here, for choosing knowledge over fear, and for taking back control of your health. Remember, your age is not your decline. It's your opportunity to regenerate. The power to heal has been inside you all along. Take care of your kidneys and they'll take care of you for the rest of your life.